Everyone, here is Amr Hassanin, and this is a new video to update you on the Bitcoin market. Before I start, I want to share with you my indicators settings, so you can put the same settings on your screen and watch what I'm going to talk about today. You can take these settings Bollinger Bands at period 10 and deviation 2.618, and RSI at period 7, overbought 90 and oversold 10. I use time frame 1 week, the time interval 1 week. If you are looking to understand what's happening in the market, if you want to anticipate the next big movement of Bitcoin, then you have to analyze or to look at the market from the 7 days time interval. Smaller interval are good for daily trading. If you are going to sell in the near future or buy in the near future and want to know what is the best price for buying or selling, then you can look at the smaller time frames. But when we want to anticipate the next big movement of Bitcoin, then 7 days will be the best time interval to look at. I want to just to show this one more time. I spoke about it in the last video I made in the mid of July. This is a comparison between the rally of Bitcoin in December 2013 and the rally of Bitcoin in December 2017, and how the market reacted after that. There are many similarities. Okay, I'm trying to draw some conclusions, some signs of recovery. What should we learn from the past? Okay, and if these signs started to happen again, maybe the market will rally again, and we will see the price jumping above 20,000. But until then, we will keep analyzing. We'll keep looking at the signs. So what we have now is, if you see that the price has jumped from 6,000 to 8,500 in 2 weeks, and that was a very strong move combined with high volumes, and it made everyone actually hopeful that it is a beginning of a trend. But is it a beginning of a trend? I hate to break it to you guys, but it is not going to be a beginning of a trend, or the market is not going to trend from this point. Why? Because if it's going to trend, it's going to touch the upper band first before it retracts. If you look here, for example, that the price touches the upper band and pulls back. Many times it touches the upper price and pull back. So as long as we didn't see that, it is not going to be a sign or a beginning of a trend. So what was it? It is actually just a new a lower high. So when it created the highest point here, it started to form this is a new high, and then a lower high, and then a lower high, a lower high, and just the market still going through this reaction after that rally, and still testing that level and forming new lower highs. And when you see that the Bollinger Bands lines are all flat, just like that, all flat, it means that we are just about to start a ranging market. What does it mean to have a ranging market? If we can take an example from 2015, this is a ranging market. This is actually a ranging market. If we put a line here and a line here, you see that the market is ranging between these two lines. So we tested here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm expecting that the market actually, and if you watch, this was just before the market started to pick up again. The price started to pick up again. But it took very long actually. This was every candlestick is 1 week, so basically we are talking about 3 or 4 months here, October and February. So yeah, it's about 8 months or 7 months of a ranging market. I'm not sure that we have such a longer period. I spoke about this before in the last video, so I'm not going to mention it here again. But what we have to look for is how the market is going to sustain above the 7,000 level. I said that in the last video. The time I recorded the last video, the price was still here, I guess. It didn't make that big jump, and I said that if before we talk about any recovery, so before we speak about the next rally, we have first to go to the upper band. And since we are now in the upper band, so we can say if the price stays above the 7,000 level and stays in the upper band area for long, maybe it will create a momentum and start to break higher levels. But I'm not expecting, that's less likely to happen. What's more likely to happen is that we will have a ranging market. It will test the high and test the lows one more time. It will go to the 5,700 one more time. And when it comes to that level, we have to be very careful and do our analysis to see if it's going to break, because this line has been tested few times now, and maybe it will break it next time and start a downward rally. It will, of course, it will not everyone will be happy when this happens, but we have to be careful and read the signs very carefully, and not to be very optimistic in our expectations. So I just telling you right now what I see from the chart, that the market is just going to start a ranging market, and this is a good sign, because before the ranging market comes first, before the price starts to pick up and break higher levels. So that's all for now. And if you have any different point of view, or if you have any questions, I would be glad to answer them. So that's all. Take care and have a good day.